5-gallon bucket of mayonnaise.
Ew, gross, go. It is Friday morning and I am outside looking in our car because I'm about ready to run like some massive errands. I have to go hopefully to get some fencing for our property. I need to what was the other thing? I have a whole bunch of lists of things to do. Anyway, but along with that, I'm going to go grocery shopping and get a few items. I'm sitting in our car now because it's windy. Along with that, I need to get a few grocery items. Jake and I are back to doing, well, Jake has been doing it a long time, but low carb, no sugar. I don't want to necessarily call it keto because what we might eat might not be keto to some people, but for us it works. So I'm going to get a week's worth of keto. No, I just said I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to get a week's worth of low carb meals and no sugar-free meals in the house. I don't think I can do this for our family for $50. I just really don't think that can happen. It's going to require me to buy more meat, and meat's expensive, especially right now. So I'm going to go run and do that. I am also going to run to Habitat for Humanity and look and see what they have in their store to do something in the boys' bathroom that I'm really wanting to do. And we're not going to do it as big and, you know, as much as we wanted in our bathroom, but I do want a certain look for it. So I'm going to run to Habitat and just see what they have there. We are taking out their cabinetry because it's really pointless. The cabinets are like maybe, like no joke, this deep. So like I can stack up 2 washcloths, but like everything else, it's like unnecessary, and there's 3 of them. And then the cabinets are big and they're deep, but there's no shelving in there. So I could obviously fix the shelving issue, but I'm over the whole layout because their sink, like their counter is this big, that big, and like the soap barely fits on there. And so it's just really like, I don't know, it feels just not the best use for that space. And so we have another plan for their bathroom, but it's going to take some looking around and making sure we're getting the best deals. So with that said, I'm going to be out today. I don't think I'm going to film. I'm not a filmer. I can't film in stores like other people. Like I just feel really self-conscious and, you know, like I'm being judged, people. No, I'm just kidding. But I will show you what I got when we get back, especially for the food. And then we'll film the food for the week and show what we can do with whatever amount I spend, which is the smallest amount possible, with for low carb and keto / trim healthy mama / meals what I can do with, you know, just a small budget for low carb, sugar free, keto / trim healthy mama meals, and hopefully it will go well. Like I don't know right now for lunches what's going to happen, especially for my youngest who doesn't like cheese as much, and you know, things like that. I'm going to have to really be creative, or I'm just going to have to make sure I have something for him, because he's not going to not eat. I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to be like, you eat this or nothing, child. No, I'm not like that. So maybe we should have been like that when they were younger, because then they probably would have been less picky. Whatever. Okay. Can't go back. Can't change history. All right. We can't do that. So, all right. I just looked at our car just to make sure it wasn't as crazy as it was last time we were in there. Like I bought a pot, or no, I bought a flower. No, it wasn't a flower. I bought lemon balm, or my husband bought it for me. Last time we were out, and so there's dirt in my car from it, but it smelled so amazing, and I'm like, okay, I need to surround my life with things that are good and smell amazing and get away from the negativity that's all around us. Not that it's not there, not that it's not real, but my whole life can't be about that, because mentally it just does a number on me. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to have some coffee. I'm going to just enjoy my day. But I need to get out and get back because I would like to be back at a certain time today so I can get dinner made. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay, so we are back with a grocery haul, and this is more focused on low carb, keto / Trim Healthy Mama, plus some other items that are not, because not everyone in this family eats that way. So it's kind of a challenge to eat this way and stick within a $50 budget. Like, it's pretty much, at this point in my life, I can't see a way to do it. If you can, for a family of 4, $50, all low carb or mostly low carb, keto, Trim Healthy Mama, pass it along because I apparently need some help if there is. And keep in mind, our family is kind of picky, so a lot of things that people might eat, our family would be like, or our kids would be like, but whatever, that's what it is, what it is. I'm gonna start off with the things, kinda, that are can be considered low carb / keto / Trim Healthy Mama. Get it down. So I am planning on making some keto chili. So I picked up 4, I'm gonna double the recipe. So I picked up 4 of these crushed tomatoes, and they're 28 ounces. So there's 4 of those. That's gonna fall again. I picked up some pickles. Everyone except for one person in this house eats pickles. So pickles. Some cabbage. Cabbage. I know it's not cabbage season, but it was a good deal. So got cabbage. It's gonna fall. Cottage cheese. I'll explain what we're gonna do with that in just a little bit. Sour cream. A big old block of cheese from Costco. This stuff is not cheap, but it's so good. It's like worth it, let's just say. All right, I'm going to do the meat in just a second. Butter, cream cheese. I picked up this, I think there's 16 in here. Is that right? 16?
Yep.
16 of these low carb tortillas from Costco. There's 4 net carbs in 1 tortilla. Peanuts, heavy cream, vanilla almond milk. We have, I'm going to go over here. We have some, oh here, let's go. We have some Brussels sprouts, and we plan on using only maybe a 1/4 of this bag. I'm going to cut them up, chop them up, so they're not going to be the whole Brussels sprout. So even though they're kind of expensive, we're going to use only a 1/4 this week. So that means we have 3 other weeks that we can use the rest of them. I will freeze them up. Broccoli. We have 2 bags of broccoli because it was kind of small, but I think it was only like 87 cents. So we have broccoli. Let's see. It's kind of nice. All right. Oh, a head of lettuce. It's just a regular iceberg lettuce. Acorn squash and spaghetti squash. And Aldi had these on sale for, were they 49 cents or 40 cents, something like that.
Per
49 cents.
Per pound.
So we got those.
Per pound.
Per pound, yeah, per pound, sorry. All right, so we're going to, and a bag of frozen berry medley. And I saw these, and this is a splurge item. They're frozen, so I'm gonna break them up. This is such a splurge item I saw at Aldi. This little bag was not cheap at all, but I saw them and I was hungry. Don't go shopping when you're hungry. And I got them. So this is going to be in our meal this week. Alright, so now I'm going to go to meat. I'll work my way this way. Or this way. Alright, so I got a bag of family size meatballs. But I think that'll be enough for at least 1 dinner and maybe possibly some leftovers. We'll see. I have some breakfast sausage. Oh, I forgot, this is not meat. This is for the people who are not doing low carb keto. I got some potato puffs, so tater tots, and so me and Jacob will eat these lovely cheese fries, and These are keto. It says on there, keto friendly. You can't always trust that, but we're going with it. And then these potato puffs for Ryan and Dan. All right.
The kielbasa.
I got a turkey polska.
Kielbasa.
Kielbasa.
Just Polish sausage.
Yeah, Polish sausage. We're going to have this for dinner one night with the cabbage and some bacon fat, and you know, seasoning, spices, onions. It's gonna be good. I have one of these turkey, and we wanted two, right? But we went to another Aldi because we had to run errands after I got home, and they didn't have any. So I also have this original small batch sausage, and it's pecan smoked. So this was kind of expensive, but this is what we're using also along with this for dinner. All right, so next we got bacon. And so I went to Costco, obviously. There is 4 packs of bacon in here, and it was like $1 or $11, almost $12, which is good. It has it's lower sodium and sugar free. So the other bacon that we normally buy at Costco, it's Kirkland brand and everything, same weight, same everything, is almost $20. So I went ahead and I picked up this one. Obviously it has no sugar, so that's good. Lower sodium, I'm sure that's good too. Obviously it works out to like $3 a pack, which is good for bacon right now. I can't find it any cheaper anywhere else. So
not for a pound. Not for a pound,
yeah. So we got that, and we don't plan on using all of it this week. I was only going to use 1.5 maybe. I don't know. So, and then I picked up rotisserie chicken. So it's cooked, obviously. And I looked at the prices of chicken at Costco. And it was like $2 and is it 98 cents? Is that right?
$2.79.
$2.79 a pound
per breast.
For chicken breast, just all chicken breast. And then I went over and I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend that much money. I have chicken in my freezer. Why would I do that? And then I was like, ooh, rotisserie chickens, they smell so good. And they worked out to be $1.66 per pound. So I got 2. My amazing husband is going to chop it up for me and split it apart. So he's gonna have like the legs and stuff for lunches, and I'm gonna mainly just use the chicken breasts in the recipes that I have this week. So there's that. And then the one that's hard to do, is I got a thing of hamburger, and this hamburger was $26.97. It was $3.69 per pound, and there is 7.31 pounds of hamburger. So I'm gonna make keto chili. I'm doubling up my meat. So that's like 4 pounds of hamburger to double up that chili. Obviously I could go less. I can do it. It would be just fine. So, but I'm going to go ahead and just do 4 pounds, and then maybe add more water, so maybe it will last 2 nights plus lunches. That's the plan. That's the goal. And then the rest of it I'm going to make into hamburger patties, and we're going to have hamburgers one night for dinner. That goes along with having the tater tots for Dan and Ryan and the cheese fries for me and Jacob. So that's what kind of that goes into. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the items that I got that are not low carb and that friendly. Alright. And I think that if you're doing strict keto, I don't think that this would be keto, maybe a very small amount. But you can have them on Trim Healthy Mama. They have some amazing smoothies. So that is why I picked up this berry medley, and I have the cottage cheese, and then I'm going to use the other staples that I have in my home for those smoothies. But basically that's it, and then some protein powder and, you know, things like that, sweetener. But all right, so I picked up some bananas. I picked up some mushrooms from Aldi for mainly my husband, and if Ryan wants some on their salads or whatever, and I'll just slice them and all that kind of stuff. I picked up an applesauce for lunches or breakfast, however, that would be mainly for Ryan. Dan, I don't know if Dan will want any applesauce, but for Ryan, a thing of pasta for, we're going to have meatballs and sauce, and then for the people who aren't doing low carb, they'll have pasta along with it. Thing of grapes from Costco. These are on sale for $4 and some change, $4.50 $4.50, around $4.50. And these are so good. They are so not keto, low carb, but I wish they were because they taste amazing. They're called Candy Dream. All right, some things that we're going to be using that we already have on hand. Eggs, obviously. We have chickens, so they're laying eggs. Eggs you can have low carb. Obviously, my husband loves omelets. I like scrambled eggs. You know, they're good. And so we can use those with our sausage. We can just have them with maybe some bacon, omelets, whatever. My husband had to include salsa, his canned salsa, which is amazing. I'm not sure what he'll put it on, but he'll find something. Oh, he can put on eggs, he can make an omelet, he can put on a salad, because we're gonna have chicken salad one night too. I have some leftover spaghetti sauce that I used just the other day that I'm going to use also in our meatballs, just to kind of help this sauce that I already had on hand go farther. Because no one likes dry pasta. Well, at least I don't. I also had this on hand, and this is going to go in a chicken recipe that I'm going to make this week. And it's just grated Parmesan cheese, not the fancy stuff, but that's what I'm going to use. I do have some cottage cheese that I already have on hand that's open for the smoothies. We already have garlic. We already have onions. Ugh, onions shed. And in here, this little container, I have some peppers as well. So, oh, and a big old bowl. Oh my goodness, these are heavy. Of apples to eat up. And so these are not low carb, they are not keto friendly, but you can have them on Trim Healthy Mama in a certain setting. All right, so I have not, obviously I thought about it, but then I haven't all written down. So obviously 2 nights we're gonna do Keto Chili. Obviously it doesn't have any beans, it's just beef and sauce and all the good stuff. We're gonna have hamburgers one night. We're gonna have chicken salad, chicken garlic parm, or like an Alfredo chicken, sausage and cabbage with bacon and Brussels sprouts, and meatballs and spaghetti. So that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's 7.
So then obviously for our lunches we'll have leftovers that we had the previous nights, and or any of the other items that we discussed a little bit ago. Like she was saying that Ryan would have like the bananas and the grapes and apples and that type of thing for lunches.
Salads as well. Yeah, salad.
We'll have salads.
I have another, I forgot to grab another head of lettuce in the fridge, so we'll have plenty of lettuce for salads. And then if Ryan does get hungry, or if Dan gets hungry, because Dan will probably be fine with omelets and stuff, but if Ryan, we have other things in our house. I don't have really bread or anything, but for him to eat, so my child's not going to go hungry. And Jacob lately has been using just like a low carb tortilla and putting some cheese in it and hot sauce, and that is his lunches lately, so he'll be fine as well. I don't really eat a lot of lunch. I'll have like a cheese slice, some peanuts, and that's pretty much my lunch. Yeah, so anyway. And then
like you saying, for breakfast, I usually eat a lot of breakfast, but Lindsay will make smoothies and eggs and stuff like that for the boys.
Sausage.
Yeah, sausage, right? My answer is always yes. I love some. But I don't usually go to my way to choose to wait till, because I eat pretty early, I guess 10:30 or so is my lunch, so because I start work early as well.
So this is obviously a different meal plan than we have been doing, which is $50, or trying to be at $50. There's lots of rice and beans and bread, and not a lot of vegetables or fruit. Some, but not a lot. So this obviously was more expensive. For us, this is a healthier way of eating, just not having all the bread and everything, which if we have bread, you know, if I make bread, then that's fine, but not having just like the rice and beans and all the heavy kind of stuff that just doesn't do well for me. And so we're just trying to kind of move into, again, a lower carb way of eating.
I went 3 different stores to get this. That was Costco, Aldi,
and Costco and Aldi.
Oh, I think it's Winco as well. Okay,
no,
so,
just I was going to go to Winco. I just went to Costco and Aldi. And I do want to mention that some of the stuff that we won't go through all in one week. We're not going to go through a thing of sour cream. We're not going to go through a thing of Brussels sprouts, bacon, the cheese, and then the cream cheese. Like, we're not going to use those all up in one week. So they will be available for us later on in the month or continue into next week, depends if I freeze them or not. So it's not like this is just 1 week. I can extend it to next week, and then when I meal plan for next week, I can look and see what we have and then what I need to purchase on top of it.
And so, also that being said, we did parse out some of the items, like the bacon. We're going to use one of the packages, and that's what we priced. We priced
the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts is a part, but just a few of things. So most of the things that are on here are actually will be
full price,
good for multiple weeks as well. Okay. Hi, all right. So it's Saturday evening. We are starting our 1 week low carb type challenge today. We have
these are the cheese fries.
Cheese fries.
They don't look like fries.
They kind of turn into cheese sludge when I fried them up.
But they're going to be good on our hamburgers.
They look tasty though.
So we're going to eat them.
So we have hamburgers, bacon, a couple of buns for Ryan and I. We have tater tots in the air fryer for us as well, for Ryan and I. And that's what we're having. It's going to be good. Yum.
Dinner.
Yum.
All right, it is Monday morning, and we are having smoothies for breakfast. So we're having the triple berry power shake from the Trim Healthy Mama table cookbook. We had it 2 times last week and it's so good. So I did use up some ingredients that I already had, but I had bought more of that ingredient also. And then I used some staples, so I'll just show you. So here's the boys' smoothies. They have lids on theirs. For Dan and I, so it doesn't like fill it up all the way. I did double it. I could double it again, or make it again, but it will be fine. So I used almond milk, some berry medley, and I used a little more than, it's probably about a cup of this. I used my strawberry protein from Trim Healthy Mama, so that is being counted as a staple because I wasn't going to buy protein for this week when I already had it. And then I can't say this word, glucose. We'll see. I think that's how you say it. I don't really remember how you say it. But that's also a staple I use just to thicken things. Cottage cheese. I already had this open, so I'm finishing up before I open up the other one that I bought for this week. And then I already had this open as well. This heavy cream. So I'm going to use that up before I open up the other one for this week. And this one has a quicker use or best by date than the other one, so that's good. All right, we're gonna have our smoothies. I did forget to mention I used some Trivia to sweeten it. I forgot my sweetener, so another staple. All right, is it good? You like it? Your hair's crazy. It's good? You like it?
Best.
All right, I gotta get going. I have laundry to fold, lots of it, so here I go. It is Monday night's dinner. We forgot to mention we had a potluck yesterday, so that kind of went into our week. But I made just a few Brussels sprouts with some bacon and some olive oil and salt and pepper and garlic, and roasted them. Some got a little dark, but it works. I left out some Brussels sprouts that are raw, because some of the boys like raw, along with cabbage. Some raw cabbage, some bacon. This is the turkey Polish kielbasa, and then the pecan sausage as well. And then over here, cooking away, because this oven, oh my gracious, maybe I should have paid attention to this more. This oven is cooked so high. Anyways, this is cabbage. So that's our dinner. Okay, so it is Tuesday morning, and here's breakfast. They have 2 slices of bacon, a sausage, and eggs. Right, those are eggs from us. Jake doesn't care for eggs very much, but I'm having him eat some. And Ryan, all right guys, go ahead and have breakfast. Make sure you pray. This is for Dan and I, and then some leftover eggs. Oh, you dropped a craisin in it?
On accident.
How dare you? All right, so it is Tuesday, and it is dinner time, right?
Exciting.
Yay. So we all have a crazy different salad. So we have salad and chicken. We have some, what is this called?
Watercress.
Yes, a drew blank. Watercress from our garden. We also have a radish. That's our dinner tonight. Alright, it is Wednesday morning, and it's actually already 10 o'clock. We've had an interesting morning already, but we're having berry smoothies for breakfast. some berry medley. I used some Premier Protein that I already had. Some of this stuff to help thicken it. I'm using up the last of our cottage cheese that was already opened. And I'm using this heavy cream because I needed to use this up before the one I bought at Aldi. And then all of our almond milk is gone. Really was not planning on our almond milk being gone already. So
if you drink berry smoothies, you get this.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's Wednesday evening, and it's Wednesday evening, and we are having keto chili. Here is the chili. I don't know if you can see that. Obviously has no beans in it, and that's a lot of chili, so we'll definitely have that for 2 nights and lunches, I'm assuming, unless we have really hungry people. And then I shredded some cheese, and we have sour cream for it, and then I washed up the grapes for dinner, so for Dan and Ryan could have grapes. Okay, it is Thursday morning, and we are having eggs and sausage. So Dan has 3 eggs, 1 sausage. Jacob and I are not doing eggs. Ryan wanted his egg, this is Ryan's, to be cooked differently this morning, and I only like scrambled eggs, so I'm just not even going to have eggs. And Jacob, does it taste the same? I know, I only like scrambled. I'm kind of weird, and then Jacob doesn't care for eggs. So we're just having sausage, but this is Thursday morning. Alright, it is Thursday evening, and we are it is rainy outside and thundering, and we are having leftover chili for dinner.
Perfect meal for rainy weather.
Yeah.
I'm just hungry.
Let's eat.
I'll eat it.
It is Friday morning, and we are having sausage and eggs. Ryan does not want sausage, but he already had a banana, so he's just having eggs. I have sausage and eggs. Jay is having sausage and a little bit of eggs because I'm just having him eat them because he needs to eat eggs. And Dan's plate of lots of eggs and some sausage. And I just gotta point this out. My son, he's so sweet. He made me coffee with a little note that says, "For Mom. Love, Ryan."
Add some more.
Alright, so this is the final night of our low carb challenge, which how much we went over $100. I was trying to remember how much we spent on it, but this is what we're having.
I'm really excited. I'm pretty sure we're actually be under $100 because we're going to take credit back from what we haven't eaten.
Alright, so we're having spaghetti squash, broccoli. So we're having some Alfredo sauce with chicken. Ryan has chicken in the microwave because he doesn't eat Alfredo sauce, and my kitchen is a disaster. So let's eat dinner.
It was good. I liked it.
He was not very convincing.
Like you said, it could have cooked the spaghetti squash longer. But
yeah.
It's hard to tell when it's full. You know,
I mean, I cut it in half. I roasted it whole.
It was even hard for me to tell as I was scooping it out. It came apart really, really well.
I know. I roasted it whole, which I read about first, and I did it for like on pretty high temperature for 25 minutes, and it looked roasted on the outside, and it was very easy to cut and everything, but. Yeah, it was hard to tell when you were scooping it out. It looked done to me. Yeah, but it could have gone a little bit longer. Yeah. And I actually did have it in the oven for longer than 25 minutes too. So, oh, good to know. Mm-hmm. How's your chicken and broccoli? How do you like the spaghetti squash? Alright, I thought it was good. Jacob got some and he warmed it more, and he warmed it back up in the microwave, hoping that it would soften up a little bit more. But I thought it was good. The sauce was good. The chicken was good. Mm-hmm. Just this good spaghetti squash. So.
See a Funyun?
I should have tendon. Okay.
A chicken tendon.
Okay, so to finish this off, how do you think the week went?
It went okay. It was, we had a potluck again that we forgot about, which just happened to be a month that we had like 2 potlucks in at church. That's not normal. So we had everything in our house to make what we took there. So we didn't have to purchase any additional food. But that was like one meal that was kind of taken care of. So it went good, right? I'm trying to remember the week. One thing we did not film is the lunches. I did not film the lunches just because, you know, the days were busy, so I'm not going to grab the camera just to film lunches. But we had leftovers, and my oldest, he would like eat cheese and things like that. So we had leftovers and just stuff that we had. And my youngest, I think one day he might have made ramen in there.
Yeah, he kind of dove
veered off,
dove in the
is
pantry
fine.
and grabbed something, which is I like it. She said it's totally fine, but
which is fine. Yeah. So
it's like I'm done with it.
no, he wasn't like, he just was, I'm eating other things, and we were like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But there was food.
But all in all, I think this week actually was much better as far as the meal changing. I mean, there was different foods, there was more fresh foods.
It was more expensive.
It was more expensive, yeah, absolutely. So we ended up, I took a little bit of what we had left over and subtracted it from the total amounts. So that left us at $87.24 plus tax, which came out to $94.22.
Yeah.
For the 1 week low carb
slash keto
slash mom, whatever it is that
no
you do.
Sugar.
Slash Ryan and I had a little bit of carbs as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. So if you watched at the beginning, but we did buy carbs, like grapes and things like that. So that has not natural sugars in it, and it's not low carb. So.
But we did well. I think that the menu was really good. This definitely proves that that type of eating lifestyle it's more expensive. We tried our hardest to get the lowest prices that we did. There was just a couple things. I mean,
yeah, I feel like I could have done better, but at the same time, I would have like taken away some of the food that we ate. So, I'm sure I could do better. But yeah, it was okay. I think it turned out okay, and we had healthier foods in there for sure.
Yeah.
So.
And that is something that Lindsay and Jake both like to do, is the lower carb foods.
No, wait. We don't like to do it.
They love it.
Well, me personally, I need to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I love it. I don't love it.
Yeah, in order to maintain an even weight or whatever it is, it's some people's metabolism is just different. I know that
yes,
I
mine is just
eat whatever I want.
He can eat absolutely everything he wants, and he's losing weight while he's eating it. Like, I look at it and I gain weight. My metabolism, I don't think I was born with one. So
it's just to go shopping for that too. See if we can find a sale on one of those guys.
Anyway, so yeah, low carb is pretty much the only thing that works for me, and no sugar. Low carb, no sugar. Yeah, it was a good week.
It was a good week. It's definitely showed us again, something that we hadn't, that we knew, but we didn't know exactly, like the actual cost of the THM low carb diet.
Well, because
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say, because this is why we like, when we go grocery shopping, we usually go almost a month at a time. This changing up and doing $50 a week here and there is new for us, and I think it's actually helped us see what we eat in a week. Because when you go and you try and do like a big month grocery haul, then you just have and you have a meal plan and stuff, but I feel like everything just kind of gets lost in the month because you don't know what you're necessarily going to eat, when you're going to eat it, how long it's going to last. So if you do a week at a time, it kind of helps you realize, well, yeah, we ran out of this, but we had a little more of this at the end of the week. Or, I didn't plan for this to happen, but here it did happen. And, so I kind of like it that way. I don't like running to the store so much. Let's just be honest. Exactly. I don't like that part of it.
Stores are far away from us to begin with. That's part of the issue.
Yeah. So, but I think it's eye-opening, truthfully, to kind of just, if you go grocery shopping at a week at a time and try to stay within a small budget, what you can do with that.
Yeah, and I was just going to say too that our normal monthly budget of $400. This shows that we can.
It's like about $450.
Yeah, we can get within there. I mean, if we super try and make sure that everything is right on point with the menu planning and the meals that we make sure you don't go out to eat, obviously, because that's low budget faster than anything. But
it really does. And
so I'm saying that we think this proves that if we wanted to just go to an entire THM or that type of diet, that we could do it if we really
and have plenty of food.
Exactly, and have plenty of food. So that's the thing, because our oldest is always like on the keto, always wants a snack, because that's like the thing between meals, always looking for a snack, and there's only so many things you can eat as a snack for keto. And then like peanuts, you got cheese.
Peanuts aren't even considered keto, truthfully. No? A lot of people I don't think even eat, but we do, because they are lower in carb, even though they're not a nut. But they're also one of the cheapest.
Exactly. You
so
get a big old bucket of them.
So, and then we do have other nuts in the house, like almonds and things like that. But, yeah, so he's always looking for a snack. But one thing with keto is you're not filling your body with a lot of fillers, like the carbs and stuff. So your body starts running differently. So you're just definitely not as hungry. And for me, that's a good thing. Because there's times that a cheese will be fine, or a cheese slice will be fine. So you're not filling your body with the stuff that makes you crave food all the time, like sugar and carbs and things like that. So even though not everyone in our house is doing that, that is definitely something to think about, because you will not be as hungry, so you will not be eating as much. Please don't say that we're starving our children. We're not. At all.
They have plenty to eat.
Yes.
Our pantries are full, and they can always get in there at any point in time to get something to eat if they're hungry.
Absolutely. I make enough food for us to eat. It's just their choice if they don't want to eat it or not on some things, right? Like,
when I was a kid, if you didn't eat your dinner, you didn't eat your dinner. That's what you had. I mean,
we do let them have choices, because not everyone is going to like the same things. Everybody has different aversions to things. So we make them try it, and if they like it, they'll eat it. If they don't, we still make them eat a little bit, and then
something else, or don't eat it, or
like our youngest does not like melted cheese. I'm not going to be mean to him and make him eat melted cheese like on anything. So it does take away a lot of casseroles. Like, can't really do casseroles because there's a lot of cheese in casseroles, or I have to make 3 different meals, one for him, one for me and Jacob, and one for Dan. Or so it's a lot of work. But we have plenty of food. Please don't be scared that my children aren't eating, because they are. So, anyway.
That about wraps it up, right?
Yeah, so we have another one.
Yeah,
we have another one coming up. This one is, well, we try to save $50.
$60 1 week challenge.
I know, this one was Walmart.
And it's hard. I don't know. It's not just me, because I know you said the same thing. It's hard to find things that you want to buy at Walmart. Talking like the meat section or whatever.
I mean, the other stuff is fine, but I just, I don't know. So, I think this will be our last, not this video, the next video we do will be our last $50 a week challenge. We'll try to do between 50 and 75. How about that? Everywhere we go, or when we do these. Not everywhere we go, because
everywhere we go.
Try to go to Costco and get a week's worth of food for $50 to $75.
You mean?
Oh, we should try and do that.
5-gallon bucket of mayonnaise.
Ew, gross. Go.
All right. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Yep.